So yes, the PGA Tour is in Dallas this week for the Byron Nelson. A little less than 2 hours east of there is Tyler, Texas. That's the hometown of 11-year-old Dylan Clanton. And although he hasn't had an easy life, he's very happy about where it is now. Part in thanks to the First Tee. Rich Lerner has the story.
Golf so often finds us. We inherit it, taught to us by a family member. But not Dylan Clanton. He found golf all by himself, in the unlikeliest of places, his grandfather's garage.
When I was 4, I came in here and found this club, this old 9-iron, and a bunch of old balls in this bucket. So I just took them all out and dragged it into the front yard and started trying to hit them into the pasture, and after that I started watching videos. It just escalated from there.
He said, well, I'd go in and I'd watch what they were doing, how they stood, how they swung, how they gripped. He said, I always watched how they gripped. And he said, then I'd go outside and I'd do it. He was my first great-grandchild. He's had a lot of loss, you know, for someone so young.
For most of the first 5 years of his life, Dylan lived with his maternal grandmother, Karen. But in November of 2010, she passed away due to cancer at the age of 51.
I depended on her a lot. She's the best person in the world to me.
She was his best friend and had raised him. Right after she got sick, she couldn't come out and play with him. So that's when he started going and playing golf.
Dylan now lives with his great-grandmother, Anita Williams, and his love of golf led them to the next chapter of their lives.
In 2015, she took me to the golf course to hit some balls, and this lady walked up.
And she said, I see you out here all the time. She said, do you know about First Tee? Well, you ought to enroll your grandson in it because I think he'd really like it.
What do we call that when we putt from off the green? What is that called again? Texas wedge, you got it.
5 years after finding a club in his grandpa's garage, Dylan started classes at the First Tee of Greater Tyler in Texas.
We really noticed just how much he was coming out to the golf course and how much he wanted to be here with the other kids.
Dude, we're the same place. I think I'm a smidget farther.
To see how much he wanted to be here made me want to spend more time with him and to get to learn more about him. Oh, sweets. Very nice, Dylan.
Thank you.
Christian at the First Tee, he's just always saying, Dylan, if you need anything, let me know. This year he called and asked what time Dylan had lunch at school and went and sat in the cafeteria and ate with him.
They've taught me so much, and Christian's around, he's a really good friend.
It's just been a great relationship. He's always eager to learn, and that's what I really enjoy about spending time with him.
Every time I just go out and play, it just comforts me and makes me not think about anything except for golf.
Thanks, Rich. The First Tee has helped Dylan get started playing in tournaments in North Texas, the PGA Junior Tour, where he's about to begin his second summer competing. His goal is eventually to play college golf, but for now, the biggest goal is that first hole-in-one.